Scoring touchdowns is ultimately what's going to win you games. In this video, we're breaking down 10 plays that are going to make scoring touchdowns super easy for you. Let's get into it. This is one of the best plays in the game, and it requires literally 0 hot routes. This is going to be out of the Y off trips, and it's called the PA motion slide. And what's so cool about this is that not only does it require not a single adjustment, we could just snap the ball, but it's found in 72 different playbooks. That is a lot of playbooks, my boys. So when we go to snap this ball, we're going to break down everything. First thing I'm checking is this read underneath. If he's there, we're going to take our read underneath, take our yards. Now, when we do that, we're going to force the defense to have to come up to defend him, right? If the defense plays underneath to stop this little flat route, guess who's going to get open over top? It's this comeback route that's going deep down the field. Now, we have a very basic flood concept going on here because we have a streak pushing everything deep. We have a flat route, and then, look, right here. They don't want to defend underneath. Easy. We're just going to throw that every single time. This time, let's flip the play. Let's go to the left side with this bad boy. Get a little bit deeper of a view of everything that's happening right here. We have basic play action. We have a streak pushing everything deep. We have a comeback route attacking the intermediate sideline. And then our tight end, is attacking the flat. Now, we're going to get to this receiver on the right in a second because he is a really good option. But I just want to focus on this key route combo. Oh, we get man coverage. Guess what's going to cook man coverage consistently? Comeback routes do. They're very, very good. And again, I just want to point out, not a single hot route has been made. So you understand the concept that's happening on the right side. Now in the middle, we have a deep over route. This is a really good route from our X wide receiver that's just going to do a good job against various coverages. And if they get a little aggressive, maybe they leave the middle of the field. Maybe you're going up against a user. Can we fight? Oh, almost. Maybe you're going up against somebody who's trying to defend that sideline. You are going to be able to hit that bad boy coming across. It's just a nice big gain that they have to respect. And what's cool here, that auto motion, you might be saying, Civil, you know, we have this guy coming in motion. That's a bit of a tell. Well, we also have very basic run plays that we could do from this as well. Right there we go, little read option. Decent gain right there. What do we have? What else? We got the inside. We'll go inside zone split this time. So you could build a little mini scheme just from this. And again, with it being in like 72 different playbooks, there's a good chance you have this or something very similar to it. Now we go inside zone, and we're going to be able to fight for an easy touchdown. Each play throughout this video is going to get more and more high-powered. If you get any value at any point, if you learn anything new, consider doing me and the channel here a massive favor by hitting the subscribe button. We're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers, and you'd be playing a massive role in that, especially if you get some kind of value. Now, let's get to the next play. Here we have another one that is incredibly high-powered, and yet again, doesn't require a single adjustment on your part. We're in the normal Y off close out of the shotgun, and we're calling the play Y sail. Now, this can be found in a few playbooks, but there's actually quite a few plays that mimic this from other formations as well. So make sure you check yours to see if you have this style of play. This is very, very basic. A little flood concept happening to the right here. We have a deep corner. We have a nice little flat route. Some people call this a table route. And then we have a fade. Okay, we're just going to focus on that right side. Oh, they went high. Guess where we go if they go high? We go low. And if they go low, we would go high like we did in that first clip where I threw that corner route. Now, a lot of people get stuck on trying to identify, is it cover 2, cover 3, cover 4? What is it? I'll be honest with you. Here's a secret. I never, ever care. All I'm doing is trying to read the open spaces on the field, okay? We know where our routes are attacking, so if I look to the right flat, who cares if it's cover 2, cover 3, cover 4? Let's just see, is that right flat open? Right there, it's not. So I'm moving my eyes up, and we see we actually cook man coverage. And just so you know that we cooked man coverage on a high difficulty, let's go check out what difficulty you're playing on right now. Heisman, okay? So this is a good man-beating route up there. So I'm not even paying attention so much to man, zone, whatever. I'm more so trying to read the open spaces. Now, let's work the backside right here. Backside, we have a nice little hitch. It's okay. And then we have this in route, which is going to cross the field at a pretty good pace, where as soon as we get off our reads to the right, we're working back to the left, okay? So let's check this out again. Work right. Oh, we're going to be able to go underneath. Oh, flag. What's the flag? Bro, let's play some disciplined football, boys. This is the MAC. This is my alma mater that I dropped out of, so it doesn't really count, but it does. 1st and 20. What the? Quinn Murphy. God dang it. Now, the one adjustment you could make is press Y or triangle. Let's select our tight end, who's A right here, the X on PlayStation. Hold the left bumper, and you can push the left stick down. It'll just make this corner route run faster, run a little bit shallower. Right there, we get, wow, we just got buzzed at. Yeah, notice how a sack can totally change everything, dude. Good job. Good job. Or not a sack, but a holding can change everything. We were cooking for a second. Now we go backside, able to hit that corner route. Notice how good that corner route is. He's going to get leverage against a lot of different looks, just like you see right there. Let's stem this corner route down right to the goal line. Let's see what we can do right here. Did we get that corner? No, we're going to go backside in. Oh, we're going to fight to the end zone. Here we go, Broncos. We will reign #1 in the MAC as of the time of this recording. We're #1 in the MAC, baby. Going to the next one. The RPO Read Y Flat is one of the best plays in this entire game. Now, right now, we're in the gun wing trips out of the Georgia playbook, but you don't need to be in Georgia playbook. You can simply go into your concepts, go into your options, and then inside the RPO Read section, you'll see if we scroll down, we'll actually see bottom right of your screen, the RPO Read Y Flat. And if we go down again, you'll see another variation of the RPO Read Y Flat to the right. But to the left, there's a motion RPO Read Y Flat. So there's a bunch of variations of this style of play, and we can use this. You can find it in pretty much every playbook. So let's talk about why I like the RPO Read Y Flat so much. And the first part of it is a very fundamental part of, I feel like, football in general now, but especially college football, which is this is a simple read option. Okay, if you've played this game, you know how good read options can be. They are very annoying to defend, and we have this every single time we snap the ball. I subbed out Carson Beck for this, by the way, because you want someone running this like 80+ speed, ideally. Just keep that in mind. You don't want someone super slow running this bad boy, because read options are bad with that. The goal with the read option, or how to run this rather, is you see this guy with an R icon over his head? He is the read key, okay? If he stands up and kind of like shuffles his feet and like squares his hips, you want to hand the ball off. To do this, you press nothing to hand the ball off. I'll do it right here. I don't care what he does. Right here, hand the ball off, press literally nothing, and you will hand it off. Right there was the wrong read, but that's fine. To keep the ball, we're going to hold A or X on PlayStation to pull it. So right here, I pull it, and we're able to hold on to it. Again, that happened to be the wrong read right there, but you see it for demonstrative purposes. So if we run it right here, let's pull the ball this time, right? Now we outrun that defender. Bang. Why did we pull it? That defender crashed down, right? Let's do it again. This time he crashes down again, so we'll pull it. I'm actually going to end up keeping it up the middle. We have that ability. Let's see us do it again right here. That read key's outside. This time we're going to hand it off. How did we hand it off? We pressed nothing. So at any given point, we are able to just simply do this and make them have to defend an RPO, or I'm sorry, a read option. What makes this super cool though, and makes it almost unstoppable, is that they have to defend that at all times. But then there's an extra little twist to this, because they need to defend this flat route you see me throwing. Now, you don't need to press anything special to throw this flat route. You just have to hold Y. I like to pass lead them up, and you are going to find yourself picking up pretty consistent yardage with this tight end flat. So we have the read option. Any given point. Read option, sure, let's keep it. Now, you need your O-line to block a little bit, obviously, but we have that ability. But then, whenever we want, we're like, actually, let me throw this. Boom, we're able to get a couple yards. There are some ways to defend this on the defensive point, or defensive side of the ball. Slot flats can do a good job if they're like not pressed. You'll see them kind of come free, and there's some other stuff that can like at times work. You'll pretty much find yourself never throwing a pick on this ball. It just doesn't really seem to happen. It's hard for the defense to get into position here, so we're able to throw this into almost every single playbook, and at any given time whip this bad boy out and call it numerous times a game, even because we have the keeper. That's one play. We have the handoff. That's essentially another play. And then we have the tight end flat, which is essentially another play, right? So you have the ability to hit 3 different plays all built into one. That's the beauty here. Now, this is one of the most fun option plays in College Football 25. We are in the UNLV playbook. It's only found inside of here, so this is unique to that. And we're going to be looking at the go offset over. And it's a play called the G load option. Now, you might be seeing a load option right next to it to the left here. You don't want that one as much as you want the G load option. And I'll tell you the difference. If you look at this play art, the play side guard is going to be pulling. He's going to be getting to the outside, looking for an edge defender to kick out or to try to hook. Whereas on the regular load option, he'd just be going downhill. So right here, you kind of see why I think this bad boy is really, really good. Now, you could run this either way. I like to flip it with the right stick. Or, I'm sorry, with the right trigger pre-snap to go to the wide side. Just gives us a little bit more room. But if I'm being honest with you, I prefer to run this to the right if I could, just because I feel like my quarterback gets better pitch animations to the right. Right there, I was maybe a little bit aggressive. I'm gonna call timeout just so my boys can get rested here. We've called this play quite a few times, actually. And I was trying to keep it with my QB. Obviously, you want to run this to the QB who's fast, who can take a hit. Maybe that workhorse ability is good. Let's go here. Or not good, but maybe you can get that workhorse ability on your QB. Boom. You see, we're able just to go in the go. What's also cool here is that you can do more stuff like this. So, like, you don't only have to run that G load option from here. You can go triple option if you wanted to. We already talked about this, right? With the triple option, we're going to have a read option as part of it. So we get that read option interaction where we can pull the ball. We're going to pull it right here. Then let's tap LB, get that pitch, and we're off. To pitch the ball, that is the left bumper or L1 on PlayStation. Pretty simple, but make sure you know that. If you tap it, it will be a faster pitch, but it will be a little bit more inaccurate. So you might see your guy have to spin to catch or something like that. If you hold it, it's going to be a slower pitch, but it'll be more accurate, but there's definitely a little bit more risk of a fumble. Right there's a slow pitch, and you see why that's so nice, because we're able to get a easy, just kind of catch it in stride into the end zone. Again, only in the UNLV playbook, but this bad boy, it's a lot of fun to run. Now we're starting to get a little bit more advanced right here. This is the play drive post out of the trips tight end formation. You can find this inside of 21 different playbooks, so there's a good chance you have it or something similar to it. What we want to do for this setup is very simply press wire triangle to open up our receiver screen, and then we want to select the Y wide receiver. He's the middle guy on the trip side, and put him in a flat route, okay? Then we want to streak the tight end. I did not mean to motion him. Then we want to streak the tight end. And right here, we have an option with our halfback. We can either block him, or we can put him on a flat route if we choose to. It's kind of up to you if you think there's any pressure or not. Now, if you do keep him on a flat route, keep in mind that he will be your first read just because he's attacking the quick flat. This route combo creates a really good vertical and horizontal spacing situation. Let me just go down right here. Between the outside in route and the post route. Notice if you just watch these two run, watch B and watch X right here. When they run, they're going to get really good spacing, not only horizontally, but also vertically, right? So it's going to put a lot of defenders in conflict across the entire field. Also, if you're wondering how I went down my QB right there, quick little aside, hold left trigger, click the right stick in, and you will go down with your QB. So there's a fun little fact for you. All right, let's go here again. We're actually going to get some man coverage here, which this can do a good job versus. And we're going to hit that in route. The in route and the post can both do good against man coverage. And this entire route combo can do good against zone as well. Let's go quick throw to the flat right there. We actually got kind of screamed at from the right edge. But that halfback is a nice safety valve if we do get screamed at. Oh, we sent our halfback out and they didn't respect our flat. First read right there. My first read's always going to be that halfback. And if he's coming out on a route, and then I'm checking this little pocket for the in route. Let me show you what I mean. Right in this little area as he cuts, that's what I'm looking for the in route as like my first read. Then I'm going to let them develop, okay? And we'll see if we can actually throw this little pocket. Kind of right here. If that little opening's there, we're able to hit him. Usually you'll find it open against zone. Let's go here again. This time we actually had it earlier. I just kind of missed that pocket. This time, though, we're able to hit the post route deep. So we're able to have a nice, successful play. Go back to it. Let's actually see if we can hit that post route right in the middle. That was a little bit more of a fast read, but I just saw a little opening in the seam, kind of. We go here again. Quick throw. If you can look for that in route right there and be patient enough to throw it later in the play too, if he gets open late, you're going to have a really good time. See right there? That's a great window for him. Or again, you can wait longer into the play. We'll go here, halfback. Oh, we can hit him. We're going to be aggressive, though. We're going to throw the post route. Now, if you're an advanced enough player to be able to set this up and make the reads on it, the next thing I want you to be aware of is you want your trips to the wide side of the field. This is going to allow for our tight end streak to be the clear out route. And what I mean by the wide side is if we were on the other hash, we would actually want to flip this play, ideally in the play call screen by clicking the right trigger. This is going to provide better spacing than if we had all of our wide receivers bunched up on the short side, okay? Because look how spaced out our wide receivers are here. If we were on the short side, they wouldn't be as spaced out, just making the route combo a little bit worse. We get here. We're actually going to go the in route here against man. We're able to hit him, although a little scary. Both of our receivers kind of got bagged by the man coverage, which is not ideal, but definitely can happen sometimes. I did not put my tight end on a streak, but we're still able to hit that in route. He just does such a good job against so many different things. Let's go here. This time, we'll go in. We'll go in. But you see, like, zone coverage, really going to struggle. Man coverage, really going to struggle. You can call this play against a lot of different things. But remember, if you have that halfback out, you need them to respect that. Because that's the first thing. They got to stop that before we even worry about anything else. There is something poetic about the fact that one of the best pass plays in all of college football 25 is found in only the Michigan playbook. I don't know why this is, but it's how things just seem to work out sometimes. Now, we are in the Gun Bunch X Nasty for this, and we are going to go to the play Return Whip Trail. I love every kind of return route that you could ever have. If you can have a return route on a play, which essentially a return route is a backwards zig, or it's a flip zig. Watch what my tight end does on this. I don't even care. We'll throw the ball away, but watch his route. This is a return route. Let's go back across, right? Let's see him. Like, he does that, right? That right there is, it's just so, it opens up so much. It's so hard for zones and man coverage to defend it. So let's talk about how we want to set this play up. What we want to do here, simply take our point wide receiver, right? We're going to open up the select receiver screen by pressing wider triangle. Then we're going to select our receiver, it's RB in this case, and go up on the left stick. That's going to get us a streak right here. From here, we just want to do something to the halfback. We could block him. We could put him on a flat route. Really, those are the two options that I like. You could wheel him if you wanted to. Kind of up to you. Now we're going to snap the ball. What we're going to see here is immediately a quick drag over the middle of the field. If this drag is open, we need to hit him. If he's open, we have to hit him. Then, wow, that is so Michigan-like. Then we're making a very simple yet effective high-low read between this return route and our post route coming back across. That's actually, the post route's what you saw me throw in the first seconds of this clip, or of this segment. So we go back to this again. I'm immediately looking for this quick drag. This is very underrated, right? Boom, boom. You gotta be willing to throw that right there. And again, on 3rd and 10, maybe you get slightly away from the quick drag, but I mean, it's just a throw. So many people just ignore it. And I'm talking about on defense, it's open usually, but so many people on offense ignore it. And it's just like, man, like that's a good throw, right? Like that is a throw you need to be hitting, because that makes the defense really have to respect you right there. Let's go back to this though. See if we can hit this return route. We get him. We'll actually just we'll go post. They're playing low. If they're going to play low, we'll go high. You know what I mean? The big thing with that style of route is that you want to make sure you get a good pass lead on it. We have videos on here. If you look up like the beginning tips to passing, beginner tips to passing, you'll see some stuff on pass leading. The very short, I guess, explanation of pass leading is simply just pass lead it where they're not, right? You want to push the left stick where they are not. Let's actually throw this ball away. I don't love this play as much in this area. Whenever you have a route trying to attack kind of deep, like we do with this post route, he just you got to give him some space to operate, and we're really not doing that in this case. So kind of keep that in mind with this. Like, this really isn't a play I would call down here, but we'll see if we can kind of sneak something open. We had the flat action. We'll go drag kind of late. The nice thing with this drag, too, is against zone coverage, he'll sit. So if he gets all the way across, you'll see him actually start to sit, which he did right there at the very end. We just threw it a little bit fast, I guess. Let's go back here. And yeah, you kind of see his post routes just going way too deep right now. We'll try it. We'll see if we can make some happen with it. Go boom. Come back, come back, come back. Bang. Quick drag. Let's go. A's actually, dang, A's bad. But you know what? You know what Michigan can do at quarterback? And they should do this. Oh! Oh! You just get out. I'm on Heisman, right? I didn't just show this entire thing on a freshman or something. Yo, that's nuts. That play's not good in the reds. It's not a red zone play. But dang, you saw the first couple of clips. Like, that play is a dog when you're in the open field between the 20s. Now, this play that we're showing is so freaking versatile. You can run this actually a billion different ways, but I'm gonna show you my favorite setup for it. We're in the gun tight Y off right now, and this is what the formation looks like. Gun tight Y off. The play call is tight end corner, okay? Now, this can be found in, I believe, 10 playbooks. We'll put the playbooks on the screen right here. Maybe you have it, maybe you don't, but if you don't, you might want to go grab this playbook that has it, all right? So here's what the play looks like stock, and you'll see it has one of my favorite routes in the game on it. We just talked about this. It has the return route, right? Here's what a zig looks like. A return route is the exact opposite of it. It goes inside. The setup that we want to do today for this is simply streak our slot wide receiver on the left. Then we want to post route our tight end, okay? Then we want to streak our running back. So this is what we're looking at. This is what we have left over when it's all said and done. If you wanted to stem your tight end route down, you could. This will make him run a little bit faster. It's up to you if you want to make that adjustment. Now, what we're able to do here, this is going to do a great job against man coverage, zone coverage, and pretty much anything that you possibly could ever see. Biggest issue with this play is that, one, we're sending 5 out, so we got to get the ball off fast. And 2, just take some adjustments to make, right? If you're not great with adjusting, just keep in mind that this will be a little bit tougher for you. Oh, right there, I got a little bit greedy looking for X late, A late, but we had the return route super early. Let me just keep going to this. You'll see me kind of make my reads. Boom. Return route, able to hit that pretty fast. You could go tight end crosser if you wanted to instead of the post route. If that's a little bit easier for you, feel free. So something like this instead, you could. And it might actually be better. Right there, they go press man coverage. But you know what's really good against press man? Streaks. That's one of the big reasons for the streak, along with the fact that he's going to push everything deep. So we go here again. I'm going to keep on using that tight end crosser instead. Oh, this time, we have halfback in the seam. That's a route that a lot of people don't be hitting too much. There's a halfback in the seam, but he's super, super, super good. Let's go again. Halfback in the seam again. We'll actually go return. Bang. Easy peasy. Let's go back to it. Let's see if we can hit the tight end here. We're not actually getting too many looks where we want him, but he has a good route. We're just not really getting the opportunities. He does take some time to develop. So right there, he was opening up in the back end of the route, like kind of near the sideline. He just takes some time, and especially in practice mode when there's kind of wild sheds sometimes. Boom. Keep in mind, you can hit this quick out route going on to the right side too. I haven't been, but you absolutely can. See if we get the opportunity to. Not there. So that is the worry with the play, right? If they send pressure. If you know someone's sending pressure and you want to run this still, you could just block the halfback. That is an option. You're just losing that kind of seam streak. And right here, we'll actually go, we'll just go return route yet again. The return route, I hope you can see why I like this, why I like anything with the return route, because these things are just, they just get open, man. They just get open. Let's go, boom. I actually, spam tapped Y right there, and we got more pressure sent on us. So again, whenever you have a play where you're trying to send 5 out, you got to be aware of pressure. We'll just go X. I want to hit my tight end. We're just not getting the look for him ever, which is unfortunate. Oh, here we go. We got the, finally, we get a look for the tight end. Thank you. He's, I'm telling you, will go games where you hit the tight end 50 times on this. It's just sometimes a practice mode or sometimes just the defense doesn't allow it. You got to be willing to take what the defense gives you. We'll hit the return route again. Dude, just overall, if you have a play that you can call that you just know is going to be getting open, this is that play. This is that play. We're going to go halfback late. Bang, up the seam. So you throw that seam late as well. It's another thing that, I feel like, again, a lot of people don't take that, but it's always there. What we're showing right here is a play that just makes this game easy. If you're on the road in Dynasty, you can't make hot routes. If you want a play that just makes the game easy where you don't have to make a ton of reads on online head-to-head, or if you're just doing kind of whatever, I don't care what game mode you play, you want this right here. We're in the Arizona playbook, and we're going to be in the gun-wide bunch for this. We're going to scroll down and find the play RPO Read Screen. Now, this is found in 15 different playbooks. These are on the screen right here. So you either see if you have this, or if you don't, you can take this concept and apply it somehow to your own playbook, because you'll probably have something kind of similar. There's a good chance you will, okay? Let's dumb this play down all the way. I'm not a very smart man, so I like to dumb things down. First part of this play, read option. See this read icon guy? We talked about a play similar to this earlier with the RPO Read Y Flat. If he stands up, right, he kind of squares his shoulders, kind of shuffles. If we showed in replay mode, you can kind of see what he does right here. That means you want to give the ball to your halfback, which means you want to press nothing, okay? Just simply hand it off. If he crashes down, which he doesn't right there, then you want to keep it. Now, they could shed you. In a practice mode, I'll be honest, runs are almost always worse in practice mode than they are in an actual game. It's just how it is. Right there, they glitch their line. They don't do that in a real game. I don't know why it happens in practice mode. It just kind of does sometimes. It's an actual thing, though. If he crashes down, we are going to keep the ball. Here's another replay. You see him crash down. We're going to end up keeping it by holding A or X on PlayStation. Okay, we've established the read option part of this. What's the next part of it? Well, we have a screen on the right side. The way I like to read this screen is pretty simple. If I know I have 3 wide receivers over there. 2 of them are blockers. If they have 2 DBs, I'm probably going to throw this screen, right? Because that means we have 2 blockers for 2 defensive backs. We have numbers. As long as everyone blocks, we're good. Easy screen. So right here, let's count numbers. What would you do right here? What would you do? I'm genuinely curious. You would probably look to throw the screen. Now, it doesn't mean you can't run the ball here, but we have numbers, so why not just take the easy route, right? The other place we count numbers is in the box. In this case, they actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in the box. This is a little bit scary, and they're actually playing very aggressive defense because they have man-to-man on the outside too. So they've stacked the box, and they've actually stacked the outside. I would probably check out of this play against an aggressive front like this, or I'd probably check out of this. But in this case that we don't, I'm just going to hand the ball off. Again, against that specific front, I would check out of it. Right here, though, let's count the box here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many blockers do we have? we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have 5 on 5, but one guy is a read option key, meaning he's unblocked. So really, we have 5 blockers for 4 defenders. In this case, I'm actually just going to do the read option, right? We could throw the screen, but I don't even care that much about that. I want to do this, and they end up blowing us up, which is unfortunate, but numbers-wise, we're happy. Like, I like the play call numbers-wise. Right there, we have numbers to the outside, so we're just going to throw the screen. And sometimes the defense can just make a good play. Just keep that in mind. Right here, how many do they have in the box? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But how many blockers do we have? 5. But one of their defenders is a read option key, so it's 5 on 5. So now we actually don't mind this handoff. We just got to hold our blocks, which we do, and we end up getting a massive gain because of it, right? So that's how you can kind of count numbers and make this into a much... For me, I think this is really, really fun. Right there, we had numbers to the outside. They even blitzed us from out there. So, easy yardage, right? We can do this over and over and over again. This time, we're going to go to the outside again. Bang. Actually, that was weird. That guy ended up playing the read key and then just, like, stayed put, which was a little bit odd. We'll go here again, though. We'll do this. You just need your guys to block, is what this kind of comes down to, is as long as you make the correct numbers read, as long as your boys block, you're looking pretty, and you cannot find easier yardage in this game. For this play, I actually want to give you guys 2 different setups you can use, because I think both are really good. I figured I might as well just give you guys 2 in 1, because why not? So, right now, we are in the gun tight slot open, okay? This can be found in 5 different playbooks, and we are in the play called PA Read. This play is really good. What we can do here, this is setup number 1, is simply going to be put our outside wide receiver on a zig, and then slant our slot wide receiver, okay? So it looks like this right here. We're just going to snap the ball. I like to tap RT to get rid of this play action. And then from here, we're able to make the reads over the middle and to the sideline. It's actually very, very simple. First thing I always check on this play when I run it like this is the whip route on the left. If that's not open, then we're just going to work towards the high-low, or kind of not even the high-low, like the mesh between the slant and the crosser. Now, sometimes these guys will bump into each other, and it can actually throw off the play pretty well, but they really don't do that too often. Right here, though, that zig open, you're going to hit that zig. And the key is, you don't want to just read the zig if he's open in the moment. You want to read the area he's attacking, so it's really that left flat. Right here, though, we get some man coverage. Now he cooks. We actually had every route open on that play. If you notice throughout these videos, or throughout this this video, I guess, we're really never throwing our deep route, the clear out. And that's mostly because the fade or the streak, unless they're blowing coverage or just going like way aggressive underneath, it's just not going to be there. And I think it's a bad ball. You'll see a lot of people try throwing stuff like this because it's a one-on-one shot. While this could work, it's not the ball you want to be throwing, really. Next setup for this play. All we want to do, put our halfback on in route, curl the outside left wide receiver. So we do this now, we're going to have a really good play. We have a zig going the other way, this time attacking the right flat. That's going to be my first read. Then we have our halfback going underneath. And we're going to have the nice little space in between the tight end crosser and the curl. We go here again. Let's go whip, not there. We'll go whip late. Not a bad idea. That zig can get open a little bit later. He can sit a little bit. We're able to hit him. If we keep on calling this, you'll see how we're able to hit different people. Right here, zig early. That's got to be your first read. Now I'm going to take my eyes off of him for now, just so I don't keep on throwing the same route just for the video purposes. But if he's there, you throw him. Right here, guess who's open? Crosser. They went low. So if they go low, what's open? High, right? Very, very, very basic. Go back to this. Go here. And this time, we'll get our halfback open. Again, we had the whip. I just didn't throw him. We might have had the crosser. I'm not 100% sure. He can win against man coverage, just not every single time. We'll go again here. Let's go. Actually, good job. We'll go zig right there. We should have hit him earlier. It's just like we didn't. I'm trying to avoid throwing him. You could throw this tight end crosser in this area too. Usually, I like to throw him in the on the sideline, but this is definitely an area where you could throw him a little bit earlier. Go here again. Boom. Got that tight end crosser. I'm not going to throw him. We'll go curl route. Against man coverage, he can box out his man pretty well. And against zone, especially zone blitzes, you'll see him getting open just kind of sitting. Go here again. Let's go. Actually, great defense by them. They only sent 3, though, so we should have a good amount of time. We can play. Oh. Dot. Why not? This play is good up until around the 15-yard line. Again. Let's go. Oh, Zig's going to sit. We'll throw the Zig a little bit late. You want to pass lead that when he's sitting, though. Go again. Crosser. That's a tough ball. That's a tough ball. Really, like, more of what a lot of this stuff is, dude, is when you have the underneath, make them defend the underneath, because then it'll open up the over top stuff way, 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 way more. The CPU usually will give you the underneath as opposed to the over top, at least in my experience with it. Now, this has become my favorite play in the entire game. Right there, we get a quick drag. Big rule of thumb is that whenever you have a drag route coming from an interior wide receiver, someone in the slot, a tight end, something like that, you gotta look from quick over the middle of the field like we did right there. We're in the Georgia playbook right here. It's only inside of Georgia. Gun wing trips. And the play is going to be called exit PA wheel shot. The setup that we're talking about here is pretty simple, but there's a lot of different setups we could do. Simply drag our Y wide receiver and streak RB in this case, our running back. And let's go hut. First read is this drag quick. Boom. That's where you should be looking to hit him. You could hit him late, but if he's open early, make sure you hit him early, okay? And we're going to showcase this a few times throughout this one. Now, against man coverage, there's a lot of different things we get hit. We have the drag we hit against man. We actually get him right there. Boom. Easy yard. That drag is an absolute killer. This play and a lot of other plays, for what it's worth, does not work unless you're willing to throw drags, throw the underneath, all that good stuff. Now we go here again. Let's go to the tight end crosser. So we actually get a little bit of man coverage with the drag, gets a little bit bagged. We have that crosser right there. I think we actually might have had to streak for a touchdown too, for what it's worth. Why are we doing a replay right now? Can we not do a replay, please? Are they booth reviewing this? No. Okay, whatever. We go back into it. That was weird. Again, just streak the halfback, drag the slot. Now we snap this one. Let's go. Oh, we get halfback up the seam. Remember that play earlier we were talking about with the halfback in the seam with the tight end corner, or the play tight end corner? We had that halfback on a streak. Same idea happens here. Now we could hit this post route pretty deep. Let's see if we can. Kind of needs a more specific coverage, and it can be, we actually had him. It takes some time, and, you know, we have to kind of get the right coverage look for him, but you could hit him deep as like a big, deep hitter. A lot of people are not seeing that coming. Let's go to it right here. Come on. Give me a look for that guy deep. We actually might have something. Oh, we're just not getting the time. We're not getting the time. If you get the time, there is a pocket late that you can hit him, but if you're going up against somebody who's not giving you the time right, they're shedding you, something like that, and we can just play games with our tight end, our slot, and our streak. We'll go here again. Oh. You want to go underneath coverage? Probably shouldn't do that right there. If you got value from this, you want entire schemes teaching you how to score more touchdowns and get more stops, we have a bunch of different offensive defenses over on Civil.gg, and I just released my Georgia offense over there last week. And just the other day, I released an entire brand new defensive scheme out of the 3-3 stack. The link to that is going to be in the top description. You can use code CIVIL30 right now and get a cool 30% off and unlock literally everything we're doing on the site. Link to that again is top description. I'll see you over there.